me a little bit. We've been doing this for a couple of weeks. And the first thing that I call is our stance is we get our feet wide. Now, how wide do we get our feet? I like to say, tuck in your feet, separate your feet underneath your little wide your shoulder, and then separate again. So you cushion. And when I say I want you to get your stance, we call it cushioning down. The one piece that I should back up a little bit, the one piece I omitted, I believe in forcing we can. So let's talk about that for a second. You don't want that. 6th, 7th, and 8th grade basketball, 2 high school. Every time a kid gets the ball, the first thing he does is he dribbles with a strong ball, pretty much. They catch it, it's right hand down. Right hand down. So what I try to do, we did this in summer, is turn my knee, I want to force them lateral left. Lateral left. Lateral left. Not to the hoop. We're not giving them left. Lateral left. We're taking their right hand away. If I play you one-on-one and make you play with your opposite hand, I think I can beat you and I've never seen you play. Alright? I think I can. For every person in that room. So if you think about your team and you think about a philosophy you want to adopt, some coaches force sideline. Some coaches force protect the middle. Some coaches force off baseline. We force we can. And it gives you an extreme advantage. You wouldn't believe how many times we go full speed, we can left, and then toss the ball away because they can't gather themselves to make a correct pass. They're just a little bit. And the way I look at it, 65 possessions a game, I can make them turn it over because they can't handle pressure going to the weekend. Maybe I pick up 6 turnovers. Those 6 turnovers are free. Now they get 59 possessions, not 65. I get 65 plus. You know what I mean? That's how I'm thinking. So, if we do this man-to-man defense, and we talk about our stance, alright? I'm going to have our stance and make it nice and wide. I'm going to work with the bottom up, okay? A lot of coaches say, get up on the balls of your feet. Get up on the balls of your feet. You know what? I'm going to disagree with a little bit. You have your own style. You can do that. But what I'm going to ask you to do is get up on the front part of your feet. Get up on the front part of your feet. Now, I want you to take your toes and dig them into the ground. So that you have a base bigger than the ball of your foot, and your balance is better. So I'm going to ask my guys right now to do that. When we work our way up, we have our knees bent, obviously. Everybody knows that. And now we're going to talk about balance and back. If you're hunched over this way, there's no balance. You know, you can't move quick. If you're straight back, like you're in a chair, that's not going to work for you either. You won't be as quick. So you have to find that comfortable for you. Your back is bent. Your head is up, and you're on the front part of your feet. Always your heels are off the floor. Your heels are off. Alright, stance. Left hand is called by what, Greg? Oh. Who wants to take a moment? Who wants to take a moment? Anybody? You don't eat much. Alright, the left hand is called the challenge. We're assuming all our offensive plays are right. If Mathis goes to shoot it, he comes up with his right hand. But the one thing we want to do is when he comes up, we want to maintain our defensive crush. We don't want to come out of our defensive stance. So if Mathis gets a triple threat, he raises his ball to shoot it, he stays in his ball to challenge with his left hand. Alright? His right hand is called the tracer. His right hand is the tracer because any pass made to the left is challenged with his right hand. You have that? So everything we do is about mirror. It's called a term called mirroring the ball. We want to mirror the basketball. Alright, so right now I'm asking the guys to get in triple threat position, and I'm going to ask them to shot fake. Shot fake. This is what we do every day. Shot fake. Shot fake. Pass left. Mirror. Pass right. Mirror. Shot fake. Shot fake. Now stop. What are they looking at? What should they be looking at as a defensive player? Absolutely, you want to maintain focus on the score. You want to maintain focus on the score, but at the same time, you want to have the peripheral vision to see the ball. Alright? I'm not saying you watch the ball, because once you start watching the ball with your head, you're going to lose your balance, you're going to come out of your stance. The goal is stay in your stance or slide to the left. Alright, now get this in. This front foot, left foot, is called a direction foot. What's the goal of offense? Every good offensive player. Mike Crotty Jr. played at Williams. Tremendous player. All-American. Great player. His job as an offensive player was to what we call break the defender down. When you break the defender down, you do that by number one, making him out of his stance completely. He's done. Or B, making him drop his direction foot. Once you do this, a smart offensive player who knows triple threat, which I'd like to talk a little bit about later if we have time, will be able to read the defense. Read him. See what he's doing.
Coach,
and then react.
I can do it on Craig. I did it this summer. I remember. If you want me to
Coach, you know what?
Break him down. I'm just saying.
Coach, he's still Scott.
All right.
So, it took a long time, the therapy, you know, the medication, but he's been tough. He's all right, too. All right, so now, question. How close should Craig beat him at? How close should Coop and Liam? And over here we have two brothers, the Reeves brothers. We let him play one-on-one for you, you won't want to listen to me. You won't want to listen to anybody. There'll be a brawl over here. Because Richie's getting better than Bob now. That's fine. Oh yeah. I got it. I got that. All right, question. How close do you want to be? Arms length. Anybody else? What do you think? Arms length? All right, I'm going to challenge you. As close as you can without getting beat. So if I'm real quick, and I think I can get up in this guy's drop, I can get up tight. But if I'm not so quick, my job is to contain my man towards lateral left. Then maybe I need arm strength. Maybe, if I'm like Coop, slow as a snail, I might have to get off another 6 or 7 inches. Alright? Alright? But the thing is, we want to make sure we don't drop our direction foot. We don't get beat right hand. Once you get beat right, you're giving them what they want. That's what they want to do. They want to come right. Let's take it away. All right, the second thing we do. First piece is mirror drill. The second thing I do is called jab hop back. What I ask the offense to do is do a jab step. And I have my defensive guys maintaining their posture, and they just hop back about 2 to 3 inches. Go ahead, jab. Now, why would I do that? Why would I do that? Because if we jab, don't react, right? Jab. And we drop our foot, we get our foot to the outside, all he has to do is lower his inside shoulder and drive off the thigh. And that's what I teach. That's what I teach in triple threat. That's why if you maintain the space, you stay in your stance, you maintain that space, that's 6 inches, if you maintain it, then he can't drive off the thigh. Good coaches are going to teach their players to lower their shoulder and drive off the thigh, create contact, and knock them back to the heels. That's what a good coach is. You see a team get 35 free throws a game, 30 free throws a game in high school, they're teaching penetration skills. Alright, well, the next thing we do, alright, so that's a little jab hop back. The third thing we do, this every day, and it only takes 8 minutes. Obviously, it takes a lot longer now. Is we do a thing called a bragging drill. So now, why do I call it the bragging drill? We've got to tell a story. Coach, do I have time to tell a story? Yeah. Chris Bragger plays for me, Summer High. He went on to Tufts. And the Tufts coach, Bobby Sheldon, called me and said, Coach Melillo, Chris Bragger stinks. I said, Coach, A, he's going to be a doctor. Might need him someday. B, he's the best